Shalom to all. The Asanim of YHWH would like to present you with the Feast of New Wine. The Feast of New Wine is celebrated on the third day of the fifth biblical month, and like the other Pentecostads, it always falls on a Sunday. The date of this significant feast in honor of YHWH is clearly specified in the ancient scrolls of the Zedeks of the 1st century. MMT A4Q394 1-2 states, on the second day of the fifth month is the Sabbath. On the third of the same month is the Feast of Wine, the first day from Sabbath, that is Sunday. The importance of grapes and wine is vividly illustrated throughout the Bible. Wine appears frequently in the scriptures, associated at times with warnings, like in Proverbs 23 verse 32, but also with blessings, like in Genesis 27 verse 28, "May God give you heaven's dew and earth's richness, an abundance of grain and new wine." The Feast of New Wine is a summer celebration in thanksgiving to YHWH, marking the beginning of the grape harvest when the first few clusters of grapes become available. During this feast, it is assumed with certitude that the Israelites feasted with the wine from the previous year, this new wine having aged only for 7 months to a year. The process of making wine includes several basic stages: harvesting, pressing, fermentation, clarification, and aging. The shorter the aging period, the less sweet the flavor. The more time the wine is given to age, the smoother and more delicate flavor profile it gets. As it was with all other first fruits, no one could drink any of the refined juice until it was first offered to YHWH. Thus, if the grape harvest started around August and continued through September, the new wine could only be consumed for the first time several months later, on the third of the fifth month of the following year. After the Feast of New Wine, the rest of the wine could continue to age and refine. Wine played a major role in all feasts. For instance, it was particularly appreciated during the high feast of Sukkot that occurred shortly after. Deuteronomy 16 verse 13 states, "Celebrate the festival of tabernacles for 7 days after you have gathered the produce of your threshing floor and your winepress." Wine was also used for rituals associated with the worship to YHWH. For instance, the Temple Scrolls 6:14-15 read, "You shall bring new wine for a drink offering, for hins from all the tribes of Israel, 1/3 of a hin for each tribe." The Feast of New Wine is the third of the Pentecostads in the 364-day year. These Pentecostads mark the most important crops for ancient Israelites. The first Feast of First Fruits occurs at the beginning of the year, on Sunday the 26th day of the first month, in the spring, celebrating on the very first gatherings of cereals like barley. After the count of 49 days, on the day after the Sabbath, is celebrated Shavuot, also known as Pentecost, which included among other things, grain and loaf offerings. The third Feast of Harvest is the Festival of Wine on the third day of the fifth month, 50 days after the Feast of Grains. Then is celebrated the beginning of the harvest of oil and wood, in September, on the 22nd day of the sixth month, after the count of 7 weeks. Then 3 more harvest feasts occur, on the 10th of the 8th month in October, the 29th day of the 9th month in December, and the 17th day of the 11th month in February. The perpetual calendar of YHWH counts a total of 7 Pentecostads per year. Through this feast, as well as the production and ceremonial use of new wine, the children of Jacob express their connection to the land, their community, and their faith towards YHWH. Wishing you a joyous celebration of the Feast of New Wine, interwoven with biblical studies and respect for these holy ancient practices. Shema Israel, YHWH is our Elohim, YHWH is one. Dear friends and members, if you like this video and would like more, please visit our donations page. If with one of your gestures, you have a topic that you would like us to present, send us an email with your suggestion, and we will be delighted to discuss your request. Blessings and gratitude to you.